So thank you, Nakata-san. Hilux is, of course, a brand icon for Toyota, and it will continue to play a very important role for us, particularly in the business sector. We're also honored that it's the current holder of the Pickup of the Year award. However, when we look at the wider commercial vehicle market, it's clear that we need to serve a broader group of customers and must further expand our portfolio. The solution that we identified several years ago was to partner with Stellantis. Our strategic partnership began in 2016 with ProAce. We then added the ProAce City in 2019, and then the ProAce Electric in 2020, and the ProAce City Electric in 2021. It's clearly a very successful alliance. Last year, we sold more than 119,000 light commercial vehicles, and this year, we expect sales to increase to over 140,000 vehicles. That's a growth of more than 20%. In addition to offering highly competitive products, our clear advantage is our excellent retail network, where customer satisfaction will always be the #1 priority. Our medium-term ambition is to continue to grow our commercial vehicle business with the objective of becoming a top 6 player in 2025. To try to realize this ambition, we must further expand our vehicle range, as well as to offer an increased choice of electrified powertrains. Today, we're missing a model to compete in a key part of the market, the heavy-duty or the large van sector, which currently accounts for 31% of the commercial vehicle market. But I'm very pleased to announce that we now have a solution, thanks to a further expansion of our partnership with Stellantis. I can present to you today a new addition to the ProAce range, the new ProAce Max. ProAce Max really is quite large, which is one of the reasons that we had to display it outside. It will be available in 3 lengths and 3 heights to ensure that customers can choose the configuration that best suits their needs. It will also come with the option of a low-emissions diesel engine, but it's the battery electric version that will generate most attention. Its 110 kilowatt-hour battery pack gives a WLTP range of up to 420 kilometers, which is best in class. The ProAce Max Electric will also feature a best-in-class load space volume of 17 cubic meters, a best-in-class payload of 1.5 tons, and a best-in-class towing capacity of 2 tons. It's a powerful addition to the ProAce lineup, which now offers a full range of diesel and electric options to suit all customer needs and all operating environments. The ProAce Max is also introduced at a time when we're making significant upgrades to the rest of the ProAce range. Our compact city van, ProAce City, will be upgraded to benefit from the latest safety and connected technology, and an improved EV range of 330 kilometers, which is an increase of 50 kilometers. And our medium-sized van, ProAce, will benefit from those same safety and connected technology features and an EV range that's increased by 20 kilometers to 350 kilometers. But that's not all. We're also widening the Hilux offer to fully refresh our light commercial vehicle portfolio. Hilux will also receive an electrification boost, this time in the form of a hybrid 48-volt system. This new technology will provide more power and torque, which will improve fuel efficiency by around 10%. We'll also make Hilux even more capable off-road, including a 700-millimeter wading depth, thanks to well-placed and well-protected electrical systems. With these key updates to Hilux, ProAce City, and ProAce, plus the addition of ProAce Max, we're confident of meeting our medium-term ambition of selling 180,000 LCVs in 2025 and becoming one of the top 6 LCV players in Europe. Now, BEV versions of ProAce and ProAce City will be extensively deployed at the forthcoming Olympics and Paralympic Games in Paris next summer. They will form part of a passenger vehicle fleet of more than 2,650 electrified vehicles. These vehicles have been chosen to meet a wide variety of mobility needs and at the same time will help reduce overall emissions by half compared to previous games. Let's take a look. In addition to the vehicle fleet, we'll be providing 700 electric last-mile mobility solutions. These include 250 C+ Walk T and C+ Walk S and 200 wheelchair e-pillars. And these will be further complemented by 250 accessible people movers, or APMs. Now, you might remember the APM from Tokyo 2020, but it's been completely redesigned and redeveloped here in Europe to better meet local requirements. Let's take a look. The APMs will be used in and around the Athletes' Village and key sporting venues across the Paris region. And I'm pleased to confirm that all the 250 APMs for Paris 2024 will be built here in Europe through our partnership with Salvador Caetano in Portugal. Then, after the Games, the fleet of APMs will form part of our sustainable legacy for Paris, and we're working with the French government to plan their use in selected legacy venues, such as health centres or retirement homes, sports arenas. These last-mile mobility devices will primarily support those with mobility needs over shorter distances. For longer distance support, we'll be providing 150 wheelchair-accessible electric ProAce Versos. And after the Games, these vehicles will also remain in Paris region to provide specialized personal transport services. The third sustainable legacy Toyota will leave behind are the 500 Mirais that we'll be using during the Games. Our plan is that they will be added to the already large fleet of over 1,000 Mirai taxis that operate in the Paris region. And talking about hydrogen fuel cell vehicles, In total, Toyota will bring 10 different hydrogen mobility applications to the Games. In addition to Mirai, Toyota hydrogen technology will be demonstrated in buses, trucks, coaches, forklifts, and even the boats that operate on the River Seine. All of this supports the ambition of the Paris region to put hydrogen at the forefront of its strategy to ensure renewable energies account for 100% of Paris's energy consumption by 2050. In many ways, Paris will be a great example of the kind of hydrogen ecosystem that Nakata-san mentioned earlier. It's clear that France has great confidence in hydrogen, and so do we. And I know that many of you are also aware that our interest in hydrogen goes beyond fuel cells and into combustion. But before I get into that, let me take a moment to celebrate our outstanding motorsport successes this year. I'm very proud that once again, ToyotaBZ Racing has secured all titles in the FIA World Rally Raid, World Rally, and the World Endurance Championships. More impressively, this is the second year running that we have achieved a clean sweep of all titles in all championships that we've entered. Running for hours and even days on end, often covering thousands of kilometers in some of the most extreme conditions, these championships are chosen by us to help improve our cars and the people that develop those cars. They also form the most challenging environments in which to pursue carbon neutrality. Our rally and endurance cars are already running on carbon neutral fuels, but we believe we must go further. This is the reason why we unveiled our GR H2 WEC concept early this year, with the intention to compete at Le Mans in the new hydrogen category. Featuring hydrogen combustion technology, our new endurance racer is intended to deliver speed, efficiency, and reliability with a healthy dose of the sound that Akio Toyoda refers to as lullaby. We also expect this technology to have a positive impact on the World Rally Series in the future, which is one of the reasons we continue to test and develop it in the GR Yaris and GR Corolla. And we believe it could form a key part of our future rally raid races, including the legendary Dakar Rally. In fact, Toyota is part of the HYSE Research Association, along with Kawasaki, Suzuki, Yamaha, and Honda, that plans to run its HYSE X1 prototype vehicle in the Dakar Rally this coming January. Who knows? Maybe we'll see a hydrogen Hilux entering Dakar in the not too distant future. We also believe that hydrogen combustion may still have potential for use beyond racing. Our development of hydrogen combustion started in 2017, and since then, its progress has been highly visible, with the GR Corolla competing in various motorsport events, notably Super Taikyu, where it's been driven by our chairman and master driver, Akio Toyoda. This intense activity has delivered impressive advances in power, performance, and efficiency. In fact, now we're at the point where we have enough confidence in the potential to have introduced a pilot program in Australia earlier this month. A prototype HiAce has been equipped with 3 underfloor tanks and a modified internal combustion engine with a selective catalyst reduction system to operate with almost zero CO2 and NOx emissions. Initial usage trials will include the transportation of workers and the delivery of goods in the Melbourne area. As you can understand, much of our learning from racing contributes to our enduring desire to make ever better cars right across our portfolio. And this, of course, includes our GR road cars. I don't need to tell you how well the GR Supra, GR86, GR Yaris have been received by customers all around the world. But how to keep these kinds of cars in the future? Gazoo Racing are exploring multiple paths to secure both carbon neutrality and, most importantly, for cars like these, fun. And I don't just mean rapid acceleration in a straight line. These cars need to engage enthusiasts, and they need to stimulate all the senses. E-fuel, as seen in our Supra GT4 racer, could be one pathway forward. Another way could be hydrogen combustion, as I just mentioned. But what about battery electric? Could we make an engaging, stimulating, and fun GR product powered solely by batteries? Well, to answer that question, let me invite Simon back on stage.
Okay, so thank you, Matt. Well, earlier on, I hinted at the extent of our new BEV architecture's versatility. And you know that both our chairman, Akio Toyoda, and our president, Koji Sato, they're car guys. They totally get it when customers tell them how and why they love their cars. And one thing I can tell you for sure is that Akio-san believes that the car should never become a commodity. Now, this is true in Europe as it is anywhere. After all, the epicenter of motorsport is right here. And we have literally hundreds of GR engineers here working to bring that exhilaration to the mobility era. So from the outset, we made absolutely sure that this new architecture had the potential to create a jaw-dropping sports car. So, a true car lover's BEV, the FT-SE. Okay, what do you think? Well, you've got to love that, haven't you? Okay. As Matt mentioned earlier, every GR product has to stimulate all the senses. It can't just be fun to go in a straight line. It needs to make you smile in the corners too. And it should reward people who are prepared to hone their skills and take more control. Mastering quick manual shifting with smooth clutch action, it always used to feel good. So why shouldn't it be the case with an EV? How about downloading your favorite engine sound and driving dynamics, and you could truly create your own unique experiences, all the while emitting only smiles. And these new experiences, they're only possible from a software-defined vehicle. This new BEV architecture, it's the gateway. Now, they say good things come in threes. 3 great concepts and 3 key breakthroughs that make them possible. Number 1, component minimization for packaging optimization. Number 2, physical and digital synergy for the creation of content from motion. And thirdly, adaptable architecture for maximum portfolio versatility. Now, the future of mobility has never been more exciting. not just because the cars are inspiring and fun to drive, but because as Toyota, we will never forget where we came from and what our purpose is. Toyota always has been and always will be dedicated to mobility for all. Thank you very much indeed.
Well, thank you, Simon, and thank you also to Nakata-san. Today, we've shared with you an overview of our strategies and our way of thinking. In closing, let me very briefly summarize some of those key messages. As Simon has just mentioned, mobility for all is a mindset at Toyota, a guiding principle of our business. And it's closely connected to our focus on the environment. Today, we've explained the power of our multi-pathway approach to carbon reduction and how it provides solutions to customers who cannot yet, because of barriers like range requirement, affordability, or an immature infrastructure, choose a zero-emissions vehicle. You've also heard how our environmental agenda goes beyond the traditional passenger car and light-duty vehicle segments, and that our technology is already positively impacting wider transport and mobility sectors, such as trucks and buses, where hydrogen can play an increasingly important role in carbon reduction. I hope you can therefore feel our determination and our commitment to ensure all of our European operations are carbon neutral by 2040, 10 years ahead of global Toyota. We passionately believe that mobility for all also means providing freedom and opportunity to move for people with disability. And at the forthcoming Paris Games next summer, we'll deploy a large number of mobility solutions to ensure that all athletes and guests have the freedom and opportunity to move. Finally, you can see that we are well equipped for a zero-emissions future. Just look at the fantastic range of products behind me. The technology beneath the surface, leading-edge platforms, advanced batteries, and innovative software will all enhance the experience for our customers. But we will also ensure that our vehicle designs continue to emotionally engage and attract customers. Personally, I can't wait to drive them all, but maybe especially this orange one. I believe Toyota in Europe has never been stronger. Our brand strength has reached record levels, and our product power, including powertrain choice, is higher than ever before. But we are not complacent. We have our eyes wide open, and we do not underestimate the significant challenges that lie ahead of us. And on our transformational journey, we will remain committed to providing mobility for all and ensuring that no one is left behind. Thank you for your attention.